Let's go boys, new Energymaxxing video. And in this one, I'll tell you about some superfoods to blow up your balls. If you want to be healthy and increase your testosterone, you need to eat the right foods. Your body needs the right fundamental things to even produce testosterone. It's like putting gas in your car tank. You can't just put Sprite in there and expect it to work. So high testosterone, just like gains, are actually made in the kitchen. And after adjusting and experimenting with my own diet for years by now, and also learning about nutrition from books, studies and videos of many experts in the field, I've collected different foods that are very beneficial for your testosterone. And that's why I wanted to make this video to share 10 of those superfoods for more testosterone and better health in this video.
Nice.
So what exactly are these superfoods and why are they good for you and your testosterone? That's what I'll answer in the next few minutes, so let's not waste any time and look at the first one. In a previous video I talked about the most important micronutrients to actually produce testosterone. And if you've seen that, you know that zinc is one that is very important. And this first food on this list is one of the best suppliers of zinc. You only need 20 grams of this to get 100% of the recommended daily allowance of your zinc as a man. And because of exactly that, I can only recommend you and I eat more oysters. Now, to be fair, I'm not really a fan of oysters, and that's the only thing I personally don't like to eat on this whole list. But bro, the numbers don't lie. It's probably the best source of zinc, and I really should convince myself to eat this more often. And they also have vitamin D, B12, magnesium, iron and a few other things too. But if you also don't really like oysters, or they are just not very common where you live, I'll also talk about an alternative that I like way better at the end of this video too. So if you're fine with oysters, definitely go for them, but otherwise maybe just eat the other thing I'll talk about later. But that's zinc covered for now. And for this next one, I'm actually not going to talk about one specific micronutrient. Instead, I want to tell you about the testosterone cocktail. It's sometimes labeled. Now, I don't really know if that's the best label for it, but it's for one, rich in antioxidants and supposedly also improves heart health and inflammation. And secondly, and this is the big thing about this, a study from 2012 actually found a 24% testosterone increase in participants of the study who drank pomegranate juice regularly. And not only that, it also led to improved mood and also better scores in anxiety. Also, I didn't find any conflict of interest or external funding for this study, so maybe it's actually legit.
It can't be!
And a 24% increase is pretty big. I didn't find much additional evidence for this testosterone cocktail, and I kinda doubt it's the best superfood for high testosterone, but I think it's definitely something you can add to your diet. At least I will have pomegranates a bit more often in the future. Superfood number 3 to increase your testosterone is a favorite snack of one of my favorite animals. Maybe you've seen this video, which is about how honey increases your T like a grizzly bear, which I really found a funny concept, but there is actually some real truth to that. Honey and bee pollen have been proven to increase testosterone in different studies. Mainly they do so by enhancing the production of luteinizing hormone and enhancing the viability of Leydig cells. In addition, honey has been found to contain various bioactive compounds like phenolic acids that may improve testosterone production. Now, the research is still somewhat limited, but the evidence is still looking better than for many other foods. And honestly, with how good honey tastes, I just really hope it does improve your testosterone. That's like getting a double kill. So this next one is a food that definitely improves your testosterone. It basically contains every essential nutrient your body needs, besides vitamin C. And the protein you get from it is the best natural protein you can eat, which this together makes it, in my opinion, the best superfood for the average person who doesn't like to eat beef liver or heart. Now, of course, I'm talking about the good old eggs.
That's why he's the GOAT!
I made a few videos about eggs at this point, but also for good reason. Just look at the nutritional value of eggs here. Also, eggs do not increase the risk for heart disease, and they contain many nutrients for more testosterone, which pretty much makes them a must-have in a man's diet. Just eat 4 or 5 eggs and you have pretty much all the nutrients you need in significant amounts too. It's just like a cheat code.
Come on, man! That's too easy!
Next, we go back to a plant food again. I know, but honestly, it's pretty damn good. And personally, it's my favorite plant food besides maybe blue or strawberries, I think. Avocados are loaded with good fats that are essential for good hormone production. Besides those healthy fats, avocados also contain nutrients like potassium, vitamin B6 and also vitamin C and K, which makes it perfectly to combine with eggs to really get so many nutrients. Perfect combination if you ask me, guys. Or eggs and kiwi, but I wouldn't eat that together, I guess. And one of my most favorite meals nowadays is just putting beef, like ground beef, with some veggies, eggs, avocado and feta cheese all together, which makes it so nutrient rich and also so delicious. Like really, avocados, a very good food. And if you get good ones, they are also pretty delicious. Check if they are soft first. Hard avocados suck. Now the next food you either love or you hate. Personally, I love it. But it can also be annoying to have someone smell like it. Wow. Now, of course, I'm talking about garlic. Now, garlic has also been proven to potentially increase your testosterone too. And while again, as for most foods, the evidence is still a bit limited, if you like the taste of garlic, in my opinion, just feel free to add it to almost every food when it makes sense. And if you really want to go hard, eat some raw garlic, maybe before you go to bed or before a workout. And I feel like this stuff makes you hard, man. Like literally. Yeah, anyways. Now for this next food, we gotta talk about berries. I quickly teased them earlier, and there's some evidence suggesting that they actually are good for testosterone too. Again, reliable studies are still limited, and I wouldn't make too strong assumptions. So whenever someone talks about that one food that will 10x your testosterone, take it with a grain of salt. But as we're talking about berries right now, especially blueberries and raspberries contain many antioxidants that support testosterone production by protecting the Leydig cells. Remember when I talked about pomegranate? Similar function. Those Leydig cells are the primary source of testosterone or androgens in males. So of course, protecting them may help to increase testosterone. So again, research is limited, I don't know it all, but it feels like you can definitely add some berries to your diet, not only for the obvious health aspects of fruit with the vitamins, the fiber and stuff like that, but also to actually potentially boost your testosterone. And generally, it's probably a very good idea to just have some of those berries, for example, to get natural sugar instead of processed unnatural sugar from your donuts or whatever. I do love donuts though. Next up, for food number 8 on this list, we gotta talk about a specific fat that has been proven to improve your brain function and to increase your sperm count and even your ball size too. Yeah, I'm serious. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerels or sardines are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for good health and good testosterone production. Personally, I'm always a bit unsure how much fish I should really eat, or maybe if I should even eat it at all, because of microplastics, mercury and shit like that. But I think if you can get some good quality fish, it's very likely a good add-on to your diet. Especially avocado and salmon in combination really do make me feel good. And I guess some people feel good after a pizza or a donut, so I'm not gonna rate this too high. But I think if you really feel good and healthy from eating a certain way or a certain meal, and it's not obvious that it's actually bad for you, maybe just have it. Personally, I'd say just don't overdo it. Don't eat tuna like this guy. And maybe, just like me, try to have 1 to maybe 3 servings of fish per week. And that is already enough omega-3 for you. Or just get a supplement, whatever. This next one is kinda freaky.
What?
I don't know. I personally don't really like ginger, but it's a traditional remedy with modern backing for its ability to actually increase testosterone levels, improve general health and improve fertility. You can add it to some tea, some super drinks contain it, and it really goes hard with curry, not gonna lie. Personally, not the biggest fan, like I said, in general, but it does increase luteinizing hormone, and as this study concluded, supplementation with ginger does apparently increase testosterone. So yeah, do with that what you want. Before I tell you about my alternative to oysters for zinc, I have another great food that you will probably like. Stuff that actually tastes good. So no, sorry, this last food won't be liver. But dark chocolate is rich in flavonoids, has a lot of magnesium and also contains zinc too, which again, as we already kind of talked about this, can boost your testosterone and improve your mood. Basically just get at least 75 or 80% dark chocolate and then it's actually healthy. Only the sugar and the estrogenic milk in the cheap light chocolate actually makes it unhealthy. And I guess, as always, dosage matters too. Personally, especially when I'm on a keto diet, it's just my go-to healthy snack that kind of satisfies my craving for something sweet. But dark chocolate doesn't even have that much sugar. It actually has a lot of protein too. So that's slowly developed to one of my go-to snacks, especially when I try to have something healthy. And now for my alternative to oysters for zinc, besides the dark chocolate to some extent, is definitely ground beef. It's way tastier and way easier to prepare, and it contains almost 5 milligrams of zinc per 100 grams, which is about 40% of the RDA, so that really is probably my biggest source of zinc. And at this point I quickly want to mention, beef could easily fit into this video too, but I wanted to limit myself to 10 foods, and I think we all know beef is good for testosterone. So I think these are all excellent foods to increase your testosterone. Some might have more impact, some less, but I think all of these are quite healthy. Yet, of course, diet is just one part of the equation. Of course, your lifestyle, which consists of multiple elements, plays a huge role too. Maybe even more so than your food. But I just talked about that in a recent video, so if you want to know about some essential habits to boost your testosterone that are backed by actual science and studies, check out this one, and then we're done here. I hope this was valuable, and maybe you now add one of these foods to your diet to get testosterone like a grizzly, and then I really wish you a wonderful day. I would appreciate a like, by the way, but of course that's up to you. Stay excellent, eat your eggs, and bye!